Okay, there are a lot of myths and misconceptions about how to defend against multiple attackers. What we're going to talk about now are some of the most preserved myths that are out there about how to fight against multiple people, and so kind of show you why they don't work. And the first one is what I call the ninja principle. And this one's really reinforced by movies in that when you're fighting two people or even more people, the ninjas usually circle around you and then just kind of come in one at a time. He comes in, I strike him, I get him out of the way, and then I'm on to this guy. And he's just kind of drinking a beer, waiting for his buddy to fight away with me. When he's out of the way, then he comes in. Ninja principles don't work. What is going to happen is that if they're waiting to see who's going to trigger the fight or whatever, when this guy comes in, this guy's coming in at the same time, and you're going to get swarmed. More people, the worse that swarm is. The other thing that is put out there is to try and line up your attackers in some way so that you have one shielding the other person. Well, when you have distance, that doesn't work. And I've seen this where, for some reason, the people that are going to be attacking me, they're just kind of inching their way in, and the person's kind of moving around and getting some distance, and I can always keep that shield there. Again, you're forgetting the swarm principle. People don't think in terms when they're street fighting. They're just coming in and start blasting away. And the last myth that we're going to talk about is the myth that fighting one attacker is the same as fighting multiple attackers. The dynamics absolutely change. Things that will work when you're fighting just this guy and be able to do things like get into arm bars, do some ground fighting, go ahead and submit him. They do not work in a multi-fight, because as soon as I start getting this guy in an arm bar or anything like that, obviously I'm not going to take it off of a punch and be lucky enough to get him an arm bar, but if I get him into some sort of a lock like this, then I've got another guy that's going to come right around there. So what works in a singular street fight is not going to work in a multi-fight.